Hi friends. Today I thought I'd tell you a little bit about fitting my life into 150 pounds worth of luggage. So, let's talk about packing when you're moving overseas. My plan moving across the pond was to pack my 2 roller bags to the max. The airline max was 51 pounds per bag, per checked bag. And then I was going to pack my softer, squishier, compactable stuff in this duffel bag, which was going to then be strapped down real tight and turned into my carry-on bag. That didn't happen. No, it didn't happen. Try as hard as I did, and I tried. I tried very hard. I had 1 free roller bag to check with my ticket, that came with my ticket. The second roller bag I paid for. So I only had to pay $100 to get the extra bag. And I was determined to not have to pay for a heavy bag. The woman at the baggage check-in when I was checking my bags actually ended up being very helpful after kind of not being helpful, but she told me in the end that because of my ticket status, I can't remember which one it was, I actually could go to the gate and just check a bag there for free, which was my big concern. I only wanted to have to pay to check 1 extra bag because I was on a tight budget. So when she told me that I could go to the gate and check this for free, my heart was so happy. So that's what I did. So I ended up checking all 3 of my bags. Which, by the way, I lucked out so hard on my baggage because I think it was the day after, or maybe the day after, within the first 2 days of me landing, that's when Heathrow pretty much exploded in a sea of baggage of doom. I lucked out real hard on getting my baggage and not being in that giant mess that people are still dealing with. Packing up my apartment. I have a lot of stuff. Or had a lot of stuff. I basically have a loft in my apartment that my mom said, you can use this as storage, because I rented a small little apartment at my parents' farm the last year that I was in the US. And she said, as long as you can fit it in this loft, it can stay. So that was the challenge. I got rid of so much clothes. I can't even tell you what I got rid of. I had to downsize my life a lot. You don't realize how much stuff you have until you have to fit what you want to live with into 3 suitcases. I have been collecting stuff for a good 10 years. Pretty much since I got out of college, I kind of, every time I moved, I would throw stuff in a box and then move, and then kind of just take out the stuff that I needed or wanted as I went. I've never really fully unpacked until I decided to move to England. So, what I actually ended up packing was, I have 2 computers and my iPad. My 2 computers are laptops. One of them is a Razer gaming laptop, which I just leave hooked up to my monitor and kind of use it as a desktop anyways. My second laptop is a Chromebook, and that's kind of the one that I just carry around throughout the house if I just want to surf the web or do something quick that I don't want to use on my phone or iPad. Obviously, I brought clothes, a lot of clothes since I am living here, which I had to pare down a lot. I took out so many sweatshirts. I took out a couple, I wouldn't call it light coats, I'd call them light coats. I took out pants, I struggled a lot. I had a request from my boyfriend to bring one of his backpacks, his day bags, so that kind of had to go in there, as well as I brought, I think, 2 day packs for myself. One of them is kind of a nice weekend kind of bag that I could take on smaller trips, or, you know, just a couple nights here or there. And then I brought like a lighter kind of hiking, walking around bag. Last but not least, I actually had my bags almost totally packed. I had them pretty much weighed and I was like, awesome, yes, I'm doing so well. And then I realized I hadn't packed any shoes. I obviously packed a few other things that I didn't list, but those were kind of the main things that I remembered that I really wanted to make sure got into my bags. Needless to say, I repacked a couple times, and even the night before I left, I actually was pulling things out of my bags. My friends actually drove me to the airport for me, and I literally was pulling things out of my bags and asking them to bring it back to my parents' house for me, just so that I could make weight. Some of the things that I took out, I did mention before. I took out some sweatshirts, some light coats, stuff like that. I also, I have a problem with not wanting to buy stuff that I already have, which my friends gave me a lot of grief about, rightfully so. I packed linens. I have, you know, because I've lived on my own for so long, I have sheets, I have towels, I have duvet covers, I have all this stuff, which we needed here. He had one of everything. He had one sheet, he had one set of pillowcases, and a blanket, but no duvet cover. So yeah, boys. I actually packed myself a towel, I packed an extra pair of sheets, and I packed my duvet cover. Needless to say, the sheets are the only thing that got here, which meant I had to buy more towels. I hate buying towels. They're so expensive. Why are they so expensive? It's a towel. Some other things that I took out, I had some books. I had some of my travel books that I probably didn't necessarily need, but I kind of wanted. My travel books from previous trips to the UK, which have some notes and some places that I want to see and, you know, different stuff. And then I also just have some personal books that I wanted with me. I think I brought one book. I think one book made the journey. That's kind of it. I was very ambitious when I finally had my apartment cleaned. I had all of my things organized into storage. Want to take, but will take later, and then want to take, like need to take now. It was shocking how much stuff I had to leave behind. And that kind of leads into what I want the next video to be about, which is what I really wish I had with me. So that's it for this video. That was just kind of a really quick version of how I packed, what I ended up taking out of my bags. Thanks for watching. If you liked this, if you found it informative, if you have any questions, if you want more information about how I packed, what I packed, what kind of style packing I did, I had a lot of help and tips from other travelers on how to pack my stuff the most efficiently, which didn't end up helping because I had to make weight anyways. I had more than enough room in my bags. More than enough. But if you have any questions or tips for anyone else, just let me know, put them down in the comments. Don't forget to give me a like, maybe a subscribe if you want to find out more about traveling, how I've been traveling. That would be really helpful. Next video is going to be about what I wish I had, what I wish I could have stuffed in these bags had I had the weight or the money to pay for extra bags, and what I will be grabbing when I go home in the fall so that I have it here and I don't have to miss it anymore. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!